What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. Bossman Show, new Bucknell head coach John Griffin III back with his alma mater, man. Bucknell doing his thing. The jerseys are right behind him. What up, Coach? How you doing, man?
Bossman, I appreciate the invitation to be on your show. And, man, I'm excited to be in this seat.
I hear that, man. So I know how I feel about I got to get my alma mater, Tennessee State. I just feel really good being at a place where you know oh so well, know people are still there, the people know you, when you can sell a young man on what it is to be a Bucknell Bison because you walked in their shoes as a Bucknell Bison.
That's right. It's certainly an honor to be the head coach at such a historic program. We're a little bit underrated for our basketball history, one of the oldest basketball programs in the country. And having worn the jersey, I do have a unique pride as it relates to the experience that all of our young student athletes, our young men should get during their time here, both competitively, academically, and then, we'll include the social aspect as well. So I'm very proud of my time spent in the jersey, and I'm hoping to put forth a group of young men that are competitive and wear that uniform with great pride.
I hear that, and for you, like, I'll tell you, man, my dad was a coach, and, seeing what happened from Father's Day, all the guys who he coached hit him up and said thank you and all those kind of things like that. And my dad said to me Sunday, that's my why, son, because you're my only biological son, but I have some sons I've coached over the years. So for you, what got you into coaching or wanting to be a coach, and kind of what's your why for being a coach?
Yeah, it's a good question. I have a unique basketball history. My father was a head Division I college basketball coach. When I was born into it. He was the head coach at Siena College in Albany, New York, and then went on to be the head coach at St. Joe's University. So I've been a part of a college basketball program for my entire life, and I've seen the impact that all coaches can have on young people, on their players, as it relates to just their lives, and providing mentorship and guidance as they experience different stages of their young adulthood. And ultimately my why is to help young people improve. It's to give opportunities for young people to develop in the world of basketball, which they're all passionate about. They all want to see how far the game can take them. I'm passionate about that part of coaching, as well as provide them opportunities to experience life be exposed to different aspects of the world. We can do that as coaches, specifically in college basketball. And here at Bucknell is one of the main ways for me to help these young guys grow is non-conference scheduling, take them to all different parts of the country, see venues and towns and museums and meet alumni. So my why is to ultimately help the young men become young adults and be ready to attack the world once they leave our program in whatever capacity they can. It's a tough world. Society is unforgiving. And I think if you can leave with a solid base, knowing that you're going to experience some ups and downs, then ultimately you can be successful.
And Bucknell is also a great school for academics as well, as you know. And I use them as an example. I know my degree is in business, but I think the business degree I have has helped me in my 14 years of being a radio host, because this is all business. Besides the show part, everything else is business. So I feel like getting that degree in business really helped me be able to run my show the way I run it off the air, for taking sponsors and doing things of that nature, because getting that degree is so important. Being an academic school like Bucknell, which is a great school for that networking with people as well, your players, once the basketball starts bouncing for them, they have a future in that, whatever they choose to do as well.
Yeah, I mean, my degree is in economics, so similar to you. I'll be that we're both in sports. We're able to use what we've learned to help guide us make the right decisions. And so I'm going to make sure that all the student athletes that we recruit understand that this is a very motivated academic environment. And Bucknell competes, the Patriot League competes with the Ivy Leagues as it relates to the experience as a student on campus. And ultimately, we want to ensure parents that you're getting the best of both worlds when you come to Bucknell. So it has an amazing reputation worldly in the realm of academics, and we're really proud of that. And we want to make sure that you can be successful in both. They're not mutually exclusive.
Amen. And Coach Griffin, what's going to be your plus of your program that a young man must know about being a Bucknell Bison, when you have to do these things, that what you'll build this program about and your culture about as you get like this foundation for these young men to be a part of what you're doing here?
Yeah. So for me, I'm trying to keep it pretty simple. You have to have a competitive mindset. The word compete is one that we use regularly. And then and you have to be fit. Fitness is really important to overall our brand of basketball here. And that includes more than just walking onto the basketball court and running up and down, your nutritional decisions, sleep. We're here to provide as coaches, but specific to our program, we're here to provide an education, a model, routines, habits that these young men can take as they leave and then make it a part of who they are, and ultimately living a healthy lifestyle in a very competitive world. So you got to be competitive and you have to be in shape. And you add those two things together, the rest will figure itself out. We're more of a process-oriented group as opposed to a result-driven group. Every day counts. Every opportunity to improve, it matters. And we really want to make sure that our players and our program is built around a process as opposed to, having the emotional ups and downs of a result. The result will happen, but the process is a major factor, obviously, as it relates to the result. And the result doesn't always connect to the process. So process is really important. And for our particular roster is pretty young. And so getting them to understand that every day is important has been our main mission as a staff.
As you all have these workouts here, Coach Griffin, are you installing stuff in for the fall, or you're more just focused on their development right now, kind of seeing what you have?
A combination of both. There's a combination. I got to figure out that healthy balance of kind of like installation of some of the concepts, as well as individual skill development. So finding that balance weekly is really important for this particular group of student athletes. And as a new coach, so far they've been very open-minded. I feel like in today's day and age, communication, being able to clearly communicate messaging and your message and what you'd like to see is really important. From a coach's standpoint, on the flip side, players being open-minded, trying to hear, learn, and put forth what they feel is the right thing to do on the court. They've been great. So finding a balanced team, individual, we have a great opportunity to help these players improve. And you got to find that balance of doing it in both the group and individual setting.
Talk about hiring a quality staff, man. You have a nice staff you've assembled up there, and finding people who match your vision and your mission, what you want to accomplish in your program, and will fulfill that mission and vision while you're doing things. Effectively, you're a CEO of an operation, so having guys who you can trust to do that when you're doing other things for the brand.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of just answered the question while giving the question, because you need people that align with you. The philosophy has to connect. For me, it's energy. For me, it's a history of legitimate relationships with players that the staff that I hired have coached, and a history of player development. I'm very innovative. I come from a world of progressive-minded basketball. So I found a group of people, like-minded basketball coaches that kind of check all those boxes. And we're here to provide mentorship and an opportunity for our student athletes to improve. And, it's not rocket science. It's not. We're not, solving the world's problems, but the staff that I hired, they're solely focused on making sure that the experience that our locker room has on a daily basis is the best, and that they can ultimately improve during their time with us.
100%. And I think that's so key, because I know having a quality assistant coaches who actually care about the players, where it's not like I talked about before we got on the recording here about it not being transactional, where you actually care about their development in every facet, not just can you win us games. Because to me, in this NIL world, in transfer portal world, relationships gonna go so much further, keeping guys, returning guys, and in recruiting trail as well. Guys knowing that you're all about true relationships, not just a transaction to win games, and that's all they care about. Really care about them as the full person, not just what they do for you on the basketball court.
Yeah, I mean, it's become a little bit more challenging because of those external elements that you just mentioned. But, part of that hiring process for your staff is really learning how they build relationships. And for me, it's finding opportunities to meet our student athletes outside of the athletic realm and just checking up on them when they're not in uniform. And that's the most organic way to learn about somebody, where they're not feeling the pressure of having to respond according to what maybe they think they need to say. So that's the staff that I've built. That's how I live my life. One of the few things that I really enjoy about coaching is getting to learn about people, kind of learning about your story and the fact that you have been with the Hawks for the last 14 years and you were a dual sport athlete, which for anybody listening to the Bossman, football and basketball, like that doesn't exist anymore. There's very few players that have the ability to go from football season to basketball season with no breaks. So your energy aligns with mine. That's impressive, my man.
And that's not forgetting high school. It was football, basketball, baseball, tennis.
Tennis too?
Yes.
Holy smokes. Yeah, it's big time. That's big time. So I enjoy learning about that because I think everyone has a unique story and everyone has passions that are not always what you see on the surface level. So that's a big part of how I live my life. as a person, but also here at Bucknell as the head coach.
It's funny how we're the same kind of synergy, man, because I do this radio show to learn about people's stories and to put them out there. Because, a lot of times, Coach Griffin, you know this to be true, at mid-major level or small college level, unless you do something, win a lot, or something bad happens, we want to talk about you. My thing, I want to talk about you on a random day in June because I want to.
Right.
Not because something good or bad happened. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I want to put you out there because I've got a platform of 14 years of a platform, building a base of people that will see your story. I'll tell you this too. There have been coaches who've told me this. They've gotten guys from Georgia because of my show. So just know that.
Hey, we have a guy from Georgia on our roster right now. From Atlanta. His name's Josh Fulton. Great human. Great kid.
So, yeah, man. So that's what I'm about, man, helping you and my platform, man. And the last one I got for you, man, is this. I know you got another team meeting coming here real soon, man. For you, been where you're at Bucknell, man, be able to draw a circle around Bucknell in the Northeast, and would have been a national brand to me because I've heard about Bucknell when I was a kid, and then back you all was winning a lot. So, have been having that name value recruiting wise. So that it really helped you all, man, because I feel like with your radius where you're at and people don't know who Bucknell is, you get a lot of guys come up there want to play.
Yeah, absolutely. We have our roster makeup right now has people from all over the world. We have Latvia, we have Atlanta, we have Compton, we have Philadelphia, we have two student athletes from Canada. Like, we're a worldly recruiting model. And a big reason for that is the success that the program has had. So within the basketball community, our name does carry weight. I mean, you work for the Hawks. We have an assistant coach for the Hawks right now in Brian Bailey. We have 8 former players that are scattered around the NBA. You work with C. Lee, Charles Lee, who was down there with Coach Bud, and Mike Muscala. Big Moose was drafted by the Hawks. So we have a name that's connected to basketball in multiple levels. That's a bit underrated. But as soon as I start kind of getting into those details and the recruiting pitch, it becomes impressive quickly. So, I mean, our basketball history and success speaks for itself. But then once you come to campus, we have a beautiful facility. We have an amazing green grass, beautiful brick building campus. And it really does sell itself. Combine that with our energy and our player development plan. And it becomes a very enticing situation.
100%. Well, Coach Griffin, it's good to have you on the show today, man. We're going to get your number offline, man. Stay in contact with each other, man. So I'm glad for you. But now, when I meet Brian Bailey, I'll definitely tell him it's on my show, man. We'll definitely
please do, man. All right, boss, man. I appreciate it. And good luck tonight in the draft.
Thank you so much. We need it, man.
All right, I'll see you.
Appreciate it. What's up, good people? Bet Online is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. Bet Online continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, where the game starts. What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Check The King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.